Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever you're watching, it's Give It to the People Live. I'm Chisa Pennix-Brown. I'm giving you my super newscaster thing this evening because I'm in such a good mood. I'm out here giving you all the hair colors, honey. And I have a great guest on this that will be on this evening. And so I'm waiting for Erika Hendrix to show up. She'll be on here shortly, but in the beginning, I like to give you, oh goodness, a couple of house rules. Hold on for a second. Number one, this is Tammy Faye Tambourine Brown. Whenever people say something really good, then I go ahead and I use Tammy so that this way we can illustrate that point and we can just let them know that that was some really good stuff that people said. In addition to that, Give It to the People Live is really about highlighting people and creating community. It is about showcasing women-owned businesses, black-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, and nonprofits, which could be anywhere. Thus far, we've only done the U.S., but that doesn't mean that we will just stay in the U.S. And so we give this platform to people so that this way they have a place to be able to tell others about their business, okay? Now, I should have a request to join sometime soon, waiting for her to come up. But in the meantime, I'd like to welcome everybody out this evening. And if you are watching on the replay, please go ahead and share it, because by the time that we get to the replay, it should also be inside of our Instagram stories, and that'll be really marvelous for people to be able to see more. So when you share, then people can see. So if you can take the time now, if you're watching us live, and go ahead and share and invite some friends, tag them inside the comments so that this way they know to come over and they know to watch, that would be really awesome. Okay, hold up, I'm clicking the thing. All right, I see Lady E is here. So let me go in, and she should be doing a request to join shortly. So Lady E, once you get up there, we'll do that request to jump. Now, I have so many different questions this evening, so you're going to learn a whole lot. And I did put out earlier that you always have those extra comments for somebody who's in the back of the room. So I know she's going to give us all of that this evening. Erika, how are you?
How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? It's been a long time.
I know, it's been such a long time. I did see your brother, oh God, I don't know, earlier this year. So I can't even tell you when that was. It was your brother and your niece. We went out to eat, and we saw them, and he was telling us just how well the other business is doing, because I was asking him, how was it affected by COVID? And he was kind of giving us a little bit of that information. He was just like, look, business has been booming since COVID. So that made me really happy to hear that. Hold up, I see that you're spiraling a little bit. I see you might not be able to hear me, or you might be able to hear me, but I can't hear you right now. Okay, there it is. Let's go back in. All right, she should be coming back in because we had a slight little issue. So once she gets back in, okay, there we go. Oh,
all right.
I don't know if you heard me, but I was saying when I saw your brother and your niece, and I was asking him, look, how has things been since COVID? He was just telling me, look, COVID, everything was fine. He was like, the business actually grew during COVID. I thought that was really amazing.
It did. The first, when the COVID first hit, those first 3 months after, it was dead. And then B-Dot from 97.1, he came and got a smoothie. He shouted us out, and obviously people came from everywhere. They just all of a sudden people came from everywhere, and so that did really well. Just one personality, like you coming in doing a shout out. Everybody that you follow came to the shop. So we got really people came from the outside. It wasn't people there in the building; it was people from the outside.
Yeah.
That's how it does. Yeah.
That is super important, right? Because I think that when we build this community and we talk about just sharing businesses, which is what we do here, that it's such an important thing to just tell people hello, tell people, come see me, tell people I'm open. And so that's what we do here. So tell them about you, Erika, because I feel like we've been knowing each other for, I don't know, maybe 7 years.
I was thinking 10, but it may be.
It might be 10, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I know it's at least 7. So it's a long time, though, right?
A long time, yeah.
Okay, tell them about you, though.
Well, I wear many hats, y'all. I am, let me first. The first thing, though, I am the CEO of Lady E Specs. So this is Lady E. I went to an event Saturday, so we don't have to wear a mask. So they kept asking, who is Lady E? So I had to put my mask down so they could see who I was. I'm the same person on this billboard. But I launched my eyewear in February of this year.
Okay.
So that's been a great success, but we'll get more into that. I'm in the mental health field. We have a partnership with Cafe Revolution / Wild Water Drink. So we're there in that business, doing our thing: smoothies, coffee, grab and go lunches. We do that Monday through Friday, and I'm in the mental health field. So I do all kinds of stuff. So I'm all over the place, but I love what I do. So I think if I just did one thing, I'd probably get bored with that. So
Yeah.
I have to do multiple things to keep my interest going, you know.
Let me
Multiple
get
things.
him out just for that, right?
Yes,
So when I
yes.
put down that you are a multipreneur, I need people to understand that it can be done,
Yes.
and it can be done successfully. And I think that you are one of those people that exude that. So it's funny because today we're out to lunch, me and Mr. Brown, and I'm having a conversation. I told him, I said, you know, as we keep progressing with this, I'm realizing that there are things that I need. And he's like, uh-oh, what's that going to be?
Tell me somebody.
Look, well, one of the things, I didn't even say money though. Actually, that wasn't what I said. I mean, it ended up where it got to more money at the end. Like, if we do these things, it can make more money. So it did end up there. But the one thing that I told him, I said, look, I've realized I have to have something to do all the time. I do not work well when I have like loads and loads and loads of downtime. Like, even if it's something, I have to have something to do every day, so that this way it keeps me busy, it keeps my mind sharp, it keeps me in motion. And if I don't have something to do, I don't know. So I'm like, look, it's certain things that I know where people are like, okay, I want to retire. I understand that, but wow. How many days is retirement? You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I'm gonna need something to do with that retirement.
Need something to do.
You feel me? So, talk to them. Do you want to do Lady E Specs first, or do you want to talk to them about a little bit of the family business or the mental health?
Let's do the family business, and then we're going to Lady E Specs.
Okay, which is how we met in the first place. So
exactly.
I am always amazed, astounded, and really proud, of what your family has been able to do. And it's because I have a family that is nowhere near the level of functional that it would need to be to run a family business. Probably run some stuff with one person, which would be my brother. But everybody else, just trash. I mean that in the most respectful, disrespectful way.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
So your family, you a twin. I mean, your mother, your father, like everybody, just the amazement of that right there, you being able to have a family business and it's the whole family, is amazing to me. So now tell them how you got started.
Well, what's amazing though, y'all, and let's say this on the front end. Now, we do have falling outs. We do have, whenever we have our meetings, you know, it's like, let's ready to rumble. But at the end of the day, it boils down. What can we do to make this business grow? You know, we have our moments. But we started our Wild Water Drink in 2010. And we have been talking about doing something for A&T's homecoming for a couple of years. Never did anything. This was with my extended family. Everybody kept saying, let's do it. So one year, me and Kim said, we're just going to submit an application and just go ahead and do it. Because they keep saying, what they're going to do is we're going to go ahead and submit it. I submitted it to the city of Greensboro, and I never forget. The guy says, well, I'm going to let you in. But he said, I don't think you all going to really make any money just selling teas and lemonades. But I am motivated when you tell me no. I'm motivated when you say, I don't think it's going to work out. Yeah, I said, tell me, I'm motivated by that. So I said, we're going to prove him wrong. Make a long story short. For the 3 days we did A&T's homecoming, we made $5,000 for 3 days. 5 and 3. That's 8. Yeah, all in weekend. And just sell. So I took great joy in calling him on that Monday morning to let him know. Not only did we do well, we made XYZ, and we're going to come back and do it again. Come on. And so for a long time, he would always come back there. Y'all go again. That's what we say to it. I say, hey, I'm back here on the scene. And so we started it in 2010. We just did events around the city. We traveled around different states. And I want to say it was 2018 or 17, we went into Revolution Meal. And we went in over there in partnership. We're working with another company who's no longer in business. And I never forget, you came to visit us and you said to us,
what did I tell you? Tell them what I told you.
She said, y'all, listen, people, listen. She said, y'all gonna end up having all of this. Y'all gonna end up having all of this. And it wasn't until like a couple of months after that, we ended up getting all this. And they said, well, do y'all want to stay? I said, well, most definitely we're going to stay. And so it was kind of rough because when they came around and saw us and all they saw was black faces, you know, they got, but when they realized, oh no, they're really about business. Like they're really doing, like we went and bought everything we needed to square the cash register. We wouldn't, you know, filled out those little slips. We were doing everything the right way. We upgraded everything, you know. We got new equipment in there. We did everything to make it presentable because we want to keep our name. We have had a good name in the city as it relates to Wild Water Drink. So they know us. And then my silly brothers, they make those videos. I told them that they need to keep making those videos because they get 2,000 to 3,000 views off of those videos. I'm trying to get them to start a YouTube channel with just the coffee guys. And so I told y'all, y'all need to do something which to bring people in. So that's pretty much how it kind of got started. We went to brick and mortar, and it has its lows, ups, and its downs. But our next phase is to go into a food truck. That's our next phase. Our next phase is to go into doing that. And we realized that we can do well at that because at most of the homecomings HBCUs, we would cook and sell our drinks. So we got to the point now inside the building there, we cater a lot of lunches and breakfasts. So when they had people come in from out or whatever, when Market America, I never forget, they didn't have it last year in 2019, a group from Market America came there to the building. And so we catered their whole thing for them. And so a lot of people realized that they would tell somebody else would tell somebody. So then we started getting catered meetings right in the building. So we didn't have to leave to do that. And so we kind of from that just kind of grew and brainstormed. And so it's just been one thing after the next. So last year was really like the first year we didn't have anything to do. And we really thought that, hey, this thing might fold up. Like it may. And then we end up getting money from Piedmont Biz, and we end up getting some money here from the grant that they had in Gifford County. We ended up getting money to help us. We purchased new equipment that we needed, just do some things in the shop that we needed to do. And so we kept afloat for the summertime. And summer was really good. And then when we got around October, we thought people were coming back in the building. They didn't. So we cut our hours back. So we did. So now we're back to increasing, and we have now obtained our ABC license. So we have our license now. Yes.
Listen,
we move from temporary to permanent status now. So we got it.
Hold up. You just gave me. We could just end this interview right now. We ain't even got to talk. No, but let me tell you this. Okay. So when we met, I guess like maybe 2 years ago, or whenever we had that meeting, you were going to get the whole space, okay? Because everybody knows I love to prophesy on some stuff, right?
Yes.
And I also told you at that meeting that you guys could be event focused, but bring people to you. And then that's one of the things that you did as well. Yes. So I love it when people listen. I love it not only when they listen, when they execute. Yes. And then the other thing that you mentioned is being in position. Okay. So when you were in position and people said, can you do? You were there and able to do that. All right.
That's right. Yeah.
In addition to that, when things weren't a certain way, I know for a fact she was sending emails. Whenever I saw something, I would send it to you.
Yes.
And I'm like, because there's money out here, go get the money. And it's a lot of people that didn't go get that money. I sent emails to a bunch of people. I can't tell you who got money. Well, I know I can tell you who got money because they sent me something back. Yes. But who didn't get money is the people that didn't act on it.
That's right.
So when I'm listening to this, and then you know what? So for people that don't know, the last big event that I did that was more women-centric, Black people-centric, was the Go Get It Festival. Okay.
Yes.
Which was amazing. Just FYI, if y'all weren't there.
Yes.
And we took up all the Revolution Mill on that end.
You sure did.
We were able to work with you guys to have extra space for people to sit, and then for people to buy drinks and for people to recognize your business. And so that was wonderful. But at that time, you didn't have the alcohol license, and we had one of my friends, which is Oak City Bubbly, come and do the alcohol. Yes. And I knew then, if you guys could do alcohol with the types of events that you were doing, that would be something that would blow up because people will drink. You know what I'm saying?
They will. Yeah, they will.
you telling me this, and then you took your money and bought new equipment and did all the things.
Yes.
Do you know how many people is in problems with the PPPs right now? Girl, I bet some wish they didn't take them.
Yes.
This right here is an entire story of staying focused and staying the course and doing what was necessary to grow this business. I love it.
And you know the thing about it is that your girl ring. The thing about it is when we first met, that first one of the things y'all would have in January, I forget what you call it, the small business. So yes. So when we sat in that class and we took notes and we looked at everything we got together, and I said, well, we can do this. And so we started putting our hands, and so we listened. So whenever we were able to get into a class or something you was having, we took those little nuggets, we execute and do that, because we really know this was not our territory. So I tell people, if that's not your lane, connect with people whose lane that is. That's your lane. Your lane is to move people, brand people, get people on the right track, put us in the right direction. That's what you did, and we follow the instructions. I tell people I can follow the instructions as well. If you show me where to go, I will go and get whatever I need to get. But just tell them where it is, and you can send us emails and messages. We went after it, and so that's why I think that many people really are not so successful because they don't want to listen. You know, listen is one of the things that when you don't want to listen, and especially for somebody who has already done it, listen to the people. Listen to the people. That's what makes you successful. Because listen, I'm reading the book right now, y'all. The book is saying leading something you did not start. Y'all, it's a great book. Okay. So we never started a brick and mortar. It was already there. So the other company was already there. So when we came in, that was new to us because we were always on the outside. So our mind was, how are we going to lead in a brick and mortar? And we were told we were not going to be successful inside of a building. You know, y'all need to stay outside. And so we realized, no, we can do both. You know, you just got to kind of work it and have both sides going. And so we did that, and that, you know, was really successful. And I think if people just learn the gift of listening and taking the advice that is given, I mean, you can be so successful. I mean, I'm telling you, we use everything, y'all, that she told us to do. We did it, and that's why we're moving now. That's why we're successful. We did what she said. So if she got any classes, y'all need to go follow her and join her class. I'm telling you,
listen,
I
do a whole testimony. You know, I'm gonna chop this up, and this is gonna be in a testimony because I try to tell people all the time. One thing, and people always tell me this, that sometimes I might give them so much information that it may be overwhelming, but I get genuinely excited when a person tells me what they want to do. And then I can think of like 10 different ways that they could do it or how they can execute something. And I also like to give people things that I know they're not ready for yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that if you do that, then it sets them up for success because they can plan, they can prep, they can then start to do the activities to get them to where that level of success was. And you know what I'm saying? When you started, you know, I'm not going to say there wasn't a reason for a liquor license, but as things progress, that liquor license by itself is going to pay for itself in probably whatever your first booking is. You know what I'm saying? When you get
yes. And let me tell y'all so that y'all would know, we're working on it. Listen to this. This is phase 2 of this thing. Listen, y'all, listen. So we're getting ready to migrate and open up. You know how you go in the airport and you go into the store, the convenience store. So we're in the process of the blueprints are being drawn up. We're going to turn that whole area into a high-class convenience store like you would find in an airport. They will sell little gift stuff, little gift items. So they're going to do that whole area there for us. And guess what? It ain't coming out of our pockets. We don't have to pay for it.
Come on, Jesus.
We ain't got to pay for it.
Come on. You better keep them blessed.
Exactly. Because the residents inside the building said we have to run out and buy, we have to go all the way to Walgreens around the corner. We can come down here and buy some mocha, come down here and buy some asthma, or we can get a gift bag. So then they're gonna get us a wine cooler so that we can sell bottles of wine. They can pick up a little gift. So we're in the process of doing this. We hope to launch it by October. So I'm telling you, it's gonna be open before the end of the year. And
Oh,
so
wow.
we're catering to kind of bring everything so that the residents have something to come to, which can make us stay up longer. We got our license now, it's permanent. So we can do things on Fridays or Saturdays and have
Oh
little
my
things.
God.
So now, I mean, we're branching into something much bigger. So it's growing. And because they ask us the question, do y'all see yourself being able to stay in this building? I said, the only way I can see us staying in the building, we have to do something else.
Yeah.
Because just by itself, what we were doing, we were breaking even. But we need something else to do. And so when we presented the idea to them, they thought it was great. They say, get drawings, get blueprints, and give it to them, and they're going to do it for us.
But not only that, I mean, just the convenience of being able to walk downstairs around a hall or something, and it's in the wintertime, and not have to literally go out of the building. Like, that convenience is worth paying for. And, you know, that's definitely one of the things that I think about when you're talking about being able to expand, but you're also expanding without having to do too much extra. So you already have, and then it's just the vision just got bigger. You know what I mean?
That's right.
At first you weren't thinking about that, but then you're able to say, okay, well, look, we can do this. And in order for us to be able to be more sustainable, we need to do something extra. And that's amazing for you to be able to do that in that same space and not have to actually spend some more money because it's a convenience thing. So I think that's marvelous. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be over there real soon because I already know exactly what I want to do. Y'all gotta listen. Okay. So let me explain something to you.
Okay.
This is just for everybody, but I'm gonna throw this in there. So when me and Mr. Brown and I, however you want to say it, decided, okay, we're gonna do this business together. You know, we had to really look at our skill sets and say, okay, what's the best of me and what's the best of you? And so everything that you just said, the large scale events, I get so much life and energy from them. You know what I'm saying? So like when we did the Small Business Summit last year and I was able to take over and have full creative control, we had the most amount of people we've ever had.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? We had the most best reviews that they've ever had in all of these years of doing it, right? So I'm like, I love doing that. But the other side of that is the exact opposite. I like doing micro gathering type events where people can really actually get together and talk. And I know you've been to some of the networking events, y'all some drinks and stuff. I love doing those because to me, that's how you make those connections and you build that relationship. Sometimes the big things are just too much to build. If you get too many people, but you know, with us doing this and saying, okay, well, what we're going to do is give it to the people, and we're going to make the Give It to the People Small Business Summit. Let's take the best of the things that we know that we do well and put that together. And you know, Mr. Brown, he's the super supporter. He gonna make sure, you know, the logistics thing. You know, and so when we put it together, it was just like, this is something that we think will be really well and something that can be replicated. But it's the same thing that you're saying to me, where you're talking about you're growing, but you're also not having to really go too far out of what you know to build your business, because you're just using the same skills that you had, but you're now listening to the people and serving that specific market. And that's exactly what we're doing too. So the parallels there to me are like, yes, like we can be bigger and still be small. You know what I mean?
I got you. So we did a sip and paint a couple of weeks ago. And it's the first one we were able to do since the pandemic. And we had a nice little crowd of people enjoyed it. Some of the residents come. And so now that they know, they've been really pushing. And this is the thing that I think has been helpful for us. Prior to 2020, they were not really pushing us. We were really doing our own advertising.
I know.
Well, as they move people in, as they have moved people in the building, the residents have been saying to them, we need something in this building. Like, there's nothing here. Like, I can't pick something up and I have to get in my car and drive. Or I can go over here. I mean, because pretty much Cowles had shut down for a while. Bearded Goat had shut down. So they had closed down completely because they just didn't have anybody coming. They're slowly but surely opening back up. But, so we needed something that we could cater to those in that community, so they didn't have to go back out. Because one thing we're learning, if your customer service is great and it's excellent, they will tell somebody on the outside to come into your business. And that's the thing I think that drew us to Revolution Meal, because one of the guys with Urban Grinders, he said, I watched you all at an outdoor event. He said, I watched how you all interact. I watched how you all took pride in what you did. So when he brought us along, he said, I think I'll be great for this space. Lo and behold, we didn't know what God was going to do with all that, you know.
Kept
And so,
multiplying.
yeah, multiplying. So we ended up getting the whole space. And so it's just one of those things that you have to have that perseverance, you know, that never give up spirit. I think most people give up too soon, too quick, too soon to see the end, you know, because in the middle, you got to work a little bit. You got to put some grind in there, you know, you got to put some grind in there to get it going. And sometimes, so like I said, we've been doing it now since 2010. We're ready this year. Our goal is to have them bottled, our drinks bottled for Wild Water Drink by the end of the year. So we're working to get them bottled, and we've been working with a company on flavor enhancements for all natural drinks. So we were working with that, doing that. So we're ready to want to get that bottle. But I'll be talking to you on another level.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, if I usually wait till the end to prophesy, but I know that for me, when I'm looking at it, I definitely want to see y'all on the shelf. I really want to see y'all in somebody's store, because I feel like that to me is the next level. And let's just say this, even if it's not in a store, in an easy to order and get it shipped to you method. I think either one of those things being really great, because you know, that's something that I would definitely do, because I have never tasted a flavor that I didn't like. I mean, from y'all, so, you know, and then just the good, to me, I love a good drink. I mean, if you can make up a good drink, and I would imagine people that drink alcohol, now if you could drop a little something in that too, I'm telling you, levels will probably go up. But just for me, a person that doesn't drink, everything, it's that, you know, it just get on your tongue and it sits right with your spirit.
Yes.
That's what it does, right?
It's good to the palate. You know, it tastes really good.
You know,
it's good taste.
You got to make a decision on what you need to eat with that, because it's just like, it just tastes so good, and then it's like, balance it out. Go find a piece of food to go with it, but if you just drink. Yes.
And it's just one of those things. We love to do it. We did an event this past weekend in Raleigh. That was the Our Stop Shop with Black vendors. They had over like 200 vendors. I was there with my eyewear, and we were doing Wild Water Drink. And the guy outside, he said, "Man, what are y'all doing? How do people keep coming back?" Like, the guy was selling Italian ice beside us, but he said, "What are y'all doing?" He said, "It's the taste." So my brother gave him some. He's like, "Wow." And then my brother said, "Look at the tablecloth." He said, "Oh Lord, I never looked. And that's why I want to drink." And he said, "Man, y'all got a product, and the people keep coming back for it." And the thing about it is, at first we were kind of afraid of pricing. You know, people say, "Oh, it's too high." But we have to think about all that we put into that drink. You know, it's an all natural drink. It's no powder. It's no additives. We literally squeeze lemons. We literally, you know, do all that to get those drinks prepared. So it takes time, and everything don't went up. So we got, in order for us to see profit, we got to go up. But I think our steady base didn't have a problem with that. You have to go up. They're gonna keep coming back because they know the product.
But you know what? This is the difference. Sometimes it's in the wording, but sometimes it's in the location too. I think that people at like food truck festivals and things like that expect to pay more. And for me, when I like something, I'm going to need multiples, because I don't have time to not have enough. You know what I'm saying? So my one friend has a food truck, and every time, Lord, here go my earring. Every time we go, we spend about $60. And that's because on average, each thing is about $13 or $14. And I want a meal there, and I want one, you know, for the next day, so I don't got to worry about cooking, because it's a food truck, so you're not gonna get that every day. So I know when I go to expect to spend that, because this way I know what I'm getting. But wouldn't you spend that at a regular restaurant anyway? So if I spend and we both get 2 meals, I mean, that's equivalent to what you would spend at a regular restaurant. When you get, what I like to use the word artisan, you know, when you get artisan beverages. How can you not expect to spend on that when you think about these people will pay for Starbucks and don't have a problem with their Starbucks going up? They pay for that drink.
Exactly. So you got to work it, and that's what we've been doing. We've been working it, and we're gonna get it in the bottles of this year is our goal, and to move it and execute it. Because one thing you said, I don't remember this. you need your money working for you when you're asleep. I don't know if you remember saying that. You need your money working for you while you're sleeping. And because when I wake up in the morning, I can say, okay, yeah, this person did, oh yeah, I can see the sales. And the one good thing though, I'm gonna change lanes to Lady E. Even though I didn't sell a lot of glasses over the weekend, I had 150 people visit my website, which tells me that out of the 150 people, I know some gonna buy. They were just coming to look. They're trying to look, get the idea, concept. So I'm not worried about that because I know I'm in the eyewear business long term. You know, so it's long term. You know, it's not quick. It's long term. And the number one commodity right now in fashion are glasses. That's the number one commodity.
So I'm just gonna be honest.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. Anybody that knows me and known me for a long time knows I love some glasses. I do.
Sure do.
And the only reason I didn't put none on tonight because I knew you was gonna have yours on, so I wanted you to have your Lady E moment, right? But when I saw it, let me tell you something. I don't even get jealous or nothing like that because that's not my nature. But I was like, damn, why didn't I do that? Like that was one of my things. I was like, oh man, she beat me to the eyeglasses thing, right? And I was just like, oh, but then, like, look, in the next second, I was like, yay!
Yeah,
because I think it's an important factor for us to be owners of brands and not just consumers.
That's right.
I know you wear glasses. I wear glasses too. I got my contacts in now. But what made you decide to go that route and to go into glasses? And yours do have prescription in them.
That's correct. Well, no, you purchase the glasses. They don't have the prescription in them. So you can take them to your optometrist and let them put the prescription. That's the part I didn't want to do. It was just a little too sticky. Because I mean, like I've had people buy glasses from Maryland, from different states, so they can get the glasses and get them prescriptions put in. Because if you get them from us, it might not with the prescription not like real like you want it. It may come. I mean, because I've been to the eye doctor.
But you're not the optometrist. Yeah, so you're saying I'm not the optometrist. Look, let me get you these frames, and then you go take them where you need to.
Exactly.
Okay. And I didn't know. I thought that they came with the the frame, the prescription in them. So now you get the frames from you, and then they go ahead and they
That's correct.
Oh,
and the other caveat to this is that I can accept the flex spending account. So most jobs have a flex spending card, or the FSA and the HSA. And so this weekend, I got a lot of people say, oh yeah, I didn't know I could use my FSA. I said, yeah, we take all that. So I can
you have to kill it before the end of the year because you know everybody trying to use their benefits.
Girl. They got to use them. Yeah, they got to use them for the end of the year. Yes. So I had a lot of people that came through this weekend. So it's kind of funny when I could no longer wear my contacts. I just started buying glasses.
Yeah.
And so I buy a pair of glasses here, buy a pair of glasses there. And so Jay Franklin, he's on here. I saw his name on Thread. I will buy glasses from him. And he said, have you ever thought about doing your own eyewear line? I said, no, I just like to buy. He said, well, think about it. So I thought about it. And I said, well, let me kind of do some research. I thought about it. He's like, yeah, Erika, it costs about this amount of money. I said, oh, that's not a lot of money to get started with. So I invested and launched on out there and I did it. And it was a great, from the date of our launch, which was February, I can't remember the date, but it was in February. We had 15,000 people have viewed it, the launch party for the glasses on that night.
Wow.
15,000 people. Yeah, because of his connections, because of the young lady, Sarah, who does the marketing for me, their own communities. She's in a sorority. So they were sending out to all these people.
Yeah.
They were getting the word out. And so as a result of that, every pair of glasses I bought before I got with Jay Franklin, I would put Lady E on the side of them. So I would buy glasses and have Lady E put on it. So as he and I began to talk about it, I was like, this would be a very interesting thing. I said, because I didn't know. So when he began to tell me about glasses, I was like, it's a lot of intent with glasses. And he said, yes, a lot. I mean, I just really, about people's, the shape of the frame, different colors, what people like, because for a while I was into this very bland colors. Well, when I got to doing these glasses, I said, no, I gotta get some bold colors. I gotta give people options of different things that they want to use. And so we started that, and I had to resort to glasses. And some of you may or may not know, I had 2 strokes, and the stroke affected my left eye. So
I did not
because
know that.
yeah, so I have no peripheral. So then I experienced dry eyes. So from the result of that, Dr. Thomas said, Erica, I'm sorry, we got to go to glasses. And
Yeah,
I went
because
to
those
glasses.
contacts will dry your eyes out. Like I make sure I
Yes.
keep my little stuff and my
Yes,
little.
I hated it because I had bought with sunglasses, so now I got sunglasses with prescription in them. I said, so I might as well go ahead and just get all I did. And so we
Yeah.
launched it with just a few different colors. And if y'all seen the other day, I've released a whole wooden eye line. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. The wooden eye line is life. They're so light. This is a pair of them. It's the pink, and it's the wood eye line, and they're made out of maple. And Jay Franklin, the individual who actually makes them and who actually manufactures the glasses out, I chose the styles I liked.
Okay.
As a result of that, he did that from there. But it's been great working with him and the team. And the one thing I realized is that in that book I talk about leading something that you never led before. I did not know. So he said, Erica, if I had a lot of customers like you who listen, I said, because I don't know the eyewear business. So I want to follow your lead. You've been doing this for some time.
Yeah.
I mean, he sold glasses for D.L. Hughley, Jonathan Slocum. So these people are wearing his eyewear.
Yeah.
And so I said, I'm going to follow whatever you tell me to do. I said, because I don't know nothing about what I'm doing. So he busted out laughing. I said, so if you tell me to do this, I'm going to do that. So they walked me through the process. He said, I just need more customers like you because I know they'll follow. I said, because I want this to be successful. And the one thing he said to me, he said, Erica, most people think they're going to sell out the first month. And when they don't sell out, they get discouraged. He said, you have to remember, this is a long-term investment.
It is.
It's not temporary. So I don't get discouraged if I had 2 sales this month. Okay, I have 2 sales this month. Yeah. We'll keep going to the next one. So I realized that I've got to keep consistent, keep putting my name out there, keep getting things out there. And so I knew if we got this wooden eye line to go along with the other ones, it really is going to make a lot of difference. And so we've been really pushing that and really doing that. We're currently at this moment, y'all, running a 50% off sale.
Come on and give us a sale.
Listen, 50% off sale. Now the wooden eye line is $250. We marked it down to $225 because you can customize. You can get the front one color. You can get one side a different color. That side another color. You can get it engraved, and there's no additional cost. So if you want to get all the different colors, you can get your glasses with 5 different colors. Hey, that's what you like. Go with it. And I tell people, and you know, people are like, oh, that's high. I said, well, let me ask you a question. When you go into a store and buy you a pair of shoes, and you leave there with 2 or 3 pairs of shoes, they've cost you $200. You know, eventually shoes is gonna wear out.
Definitely.
You got to go and replace them. But glasses can be repaired and they can be worn much longer.
For years.
For years. So when people say, oh, that's too high, that's too much money to spend, I said, okay, I just realized you're not part of my customer base. Yeah. And if you're not part of my customer base, I know I'm not really on everybody's level to buy eyewear because they feel like, well, that's high. Fine. If it's too high for you, find you somewhere else. But let me tell you what's been amazing. One of my friends over the weekend, we went to high school together. Her and her husband own he's an optometrist, and she works there in the office. And she said to me on the weekend, she inboxed me. She said, Erica, I didn't know you had your line. So now what she wants to do, Jay Franklin, I hope you listen. She wants my frames in their store.
Come on.
So she wants the frame. Yeah.
But you know what? You gotta. This is the thing. You already have the infrastructure set up.
Yes.
You already have stuff online. So you are not even yet. Let's just say today.
Yes.
In anybody else's store, just like Perry Ellis and all of the rest of them. So then you can then expand and be in all kinds of places. I mean, then that just extends it. And I would posit that more than likely, you'd probably be one of the only African-American, I like to just say Black, but you know, some people want you to be PC, Black woman-owned eyewear companies that's out there. So I think that, you know, I see that definitely because people pay all kinds of money for glasses. And if you want quality with certain things, you do need to pay for them. Now, for me, I am just, I want to sell the disposable, inexpensive type stuff. You know what I'm saying? The ones like $30 or something. But that's because I like to pop the lenses out. You know what I'm saying? I just want the frame. You know what I mean? So that's why for me, like I know we have one of my clients, Red Frame Accessories. She sells like all of those types of glasses.
Got you.
And just the trendy, fun, sparkly, oversized, like that kind of thing. And for me, that's my personality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could definitely see something like that in the future, but I am just happy that you have it now. And I don't know, do you know how many other Black women have eye care brands like yours?
I do not know. I know it's not a lot, but let me tell you this. My research, I think I am the only Black female pastor who has an eyewear line. There's no other female. So that's a whole nother audience of people.
Oh, Jesus.
So there's nobody. We've searched. We can't find anybody that has theirs. So that's a whole nother audience I have yet to really kind of tap in.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't really tapped into that arena yet. So that's a whole nother verbiage. What I would really love to do, I don't know how it's going to work with this. I would like to get with someone who's a designer in fashion with my glasses, and we do a conglomerate and see this thing just blow up. That's why
you know who you need. You know who you need, girl. Jay Bolin, because he be about the word.
Yes.
You need Jay Bolin. I'm just gonna put that in the air because he be about the word. He be about the fashion. If not him, who else could I see you with? Maybe Google.
Okay.
With Mary Sisters. Definitely see her.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Who else could I see? Oh, what's her name? Why is her name not coming to? I can see her clear as day. And cannot think of her name off the June Ambrose. June Ambrose. Big fashion. Just look up June Ambrose.
Okay.
June is a mood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gotcha. Yeah.
She June be in the grocery store, just being fabulous for no reason. Like, June, why are you in the grocery store giving it to the people like this? Like, June Ambrose. I could see something like that. But I mean, the first person that comes to my mind that's definitely in the realm of, as far as religion goes, but then also has a very, trendy clientele that also wants quality would be Jay Bolin. He's definitely the first one that I could see.
Gotcha. Yes.
We're gonna
I'll tell him thank you. Yeah. And so I love the eyewear. I mean, I didn't really realize how much I loved it. So I got into it. Yeah, and it's just the look on people's faces and like all these different colors. So in 2 weeks, I am releasing, or we're going to do a whole line for the D9 coalition.
Hold up, so you want to?
Yes, we're getting ready to do the D9 coalition. So
don't make me know that she wrote up.
Yes, I got a photo shoot in 2 weeks with that group. And we're getting ready to just do so that it would drive those.
Did you need a super camera round? Because I mean,
hey, we're trying to figure out. If I ain't got you, you can be in there. Okay, I got you.
I'm in the photo shoot, girl. I was texting me on the road all day. Let me go ahead and get up in there.
I will. We're gonna actually do it downtown. So we already. So I'm waiting to get out my confirmation back for everybody I done reached out to.
Yes.
So yes, we're gonna do that, and that's gonna be like one of those. I call it a boss move. And I told the young lady, the photographer, the young lady, I said, what I want to do, I want to take pictures of us walking in beast mode. Like you watch us walk towards you, and you snap a picture. She's like, oh, I like that idea. I said, I'm telling her all different things I want to do. She said, you need to be behind the camera. I said, no, I'm just telling you what the effect I want from it. Yeah, so you can see it. And so it's just been amazing.
Girl, let me go get my outfit together.
Get it together. Yeah, get it together.
You can see the details, and I am there, ma'am. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we Jay Franklin and I are working on a big project. I can't talk about it right now, but it's going to change the game with eyewear globally. So, yeah. So when I find somebody that I connect with, like with you and different, it's almost like a child. I'm gonna sit at your feet and listen to you what I want to learn from you, because I'm like a sponge. You give it, I gotta soak it. I have to process it. So you give it to me, I gotta process it in my mind. Okay, yeah, this could work. I can see this work. I can't see that working. And so I think from that it sparked in there. Now I asked myself the question: was I always an entrepreneur? but I always worked for other people up until 2007. In 2007, I tell people I left my government job to do other things. And I said, so when I left that to do other things, we got into mental health. I realized that I like working for myself because it is so much easier to work for yourself. Yes. I don't have to worry about all the other stuff, you know. And we got staff with the mental health. We got staff.
Yeah.
We got staff.
But you have staff working for you at the mental health.
Yes.
Okay, that's the same thing.
Yes. And so I don't have to, if I decide to get that 12 o'clock, I can do that. Y'all just make sure it's running. I tell people, if they're not dead, if they're not severely injured, don't call me. Patch them up, you know. I'll call you. Yeah, so, you know, I've done that, and I've been very, but the only thing that I think sometimes gets me puzzled, why as African-American people, the first thing that come out of our mouth is too high, or maybe you need to come down on your price, or maybe you need to add this color. I told one lady over the weekend, I said, ma'am, these are the colors I currently have. We're going to use these colors. Now, you want to get a pair of the wood ones, you can make them any color you want. She said, but they're not 50% off. I said, no, ma'am, they're $25 off. So you can get them for $225. And I said, it's an investment. There's a warranty with the glasses. I said, so I'm not just somebody that just opened up an eyewear company and we haven't got everything in order. So I asked all the questions. And then on top of that, the team that works with me, that does my posting, that manages the meets and social media, I listen to them. I listen to what they tell me. And I said, okay, let's go this way. And I tell people, you might put a lot of money out on the front end.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it back on the back end. So you gotta invest. You gotta invest. Yeah.
You are. And that is one thing that I can say that I've learned. But I do think that sometimes people put out too much on the front end, not knowing the right thing to get, which is why I am adamant about telling people, listen, even with me, come to the free classes.
Yes.
I can tell you a million things, and I can tell you boopty boopty boop and how to do it, but I'm saying to you that you will get a lot of value in the free classes, and then you can make better decisions by the time that it's time for you to pay me, you know. And so like, I just did a consultation with a lady, and she was like, so this is what I want to do. And what I told her was, no, that's not what you want to do. And I had to tell her like that because she was trying to give everything away. That's not how you run a business, man.
No.
And I'm like, we need this business from day one to be able to make money. Yes. Like, we're just not here just to be like, I'm open and just sit there and not try to make the money. Now, it doesn't mean on day one you're going to make money, but it means you have the ability to do that, right?
That's right.
And so you have to put things together. And so, you know, in certain things, I think people need to realize that they focus on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of things that you can improve over time. You know, so like a lot of people be like so into, oh my God, I got to make the website perfect. The website needs to be up, and can it take money?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I got to scratch my head with some things. It doesn't have to be completely perfect for you to be able to launch it. And we want to be such perfectionists that we won't do the things that we need to do oftentimes. And so, you know, my mindset has been able to shift and just change because COVID really taught me that I need to help people make money as fast as possible.
Yes.
And sometimes as fast as possible, you still have a great product and you still have a great service. So all of that's there, but can we get to the money? Is there a link for me to buy it? That's the main thing now, right? And then we can work on the pretty stuff and all of the rest of that. You know what I'm saying? So when people are kind of looking into it, what you're saying is do your research, make sure you know what you need to do, and then start. But guess what? You can add on another line. You can put in more colors. You can do the new photo shoot. You can then add on the secret project that she's not trying to tell us about, right? You can do all of those things. No, but you can do all of those things because you had to start somewhere, right?
Start somewhere. And we actually started this process, believe it or not, in October of 2020, because there were a lot of parts to this. So it's a lot of parts to that. And I didn't realize first I had to narrow down what kind of glasses I wanted.
Yeah.
What input do I want on my website? So we had talked, we met weekly. They walked me through the process because I had, like I said, I never done this before. So I had to really, listen, Erika, we're going to give you this information. You process it and then get back with us. So I was able to process it and say, I want this pair, that pair, this pair. And I wanted to make sure that they were unisex, that they could be worn by men and women. So,
which is important.
Yeah, which is important. And I wanted to make sure that I gave them a versatile of glasses. And now Saturday, I didn't realize this. So James, if you listen, I don't have just one all black pair of glasses. I have black and a gold, like orange, but not all black. So one day I just want an all black pair. Didn't think about that. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But it's one of those ones, okay, well, we can think about adding just a pair of black glasses, but I didn't think about that. So I tell people my favorite color is yellow and green. They're my favorite colors. Yeah. I love yellow. So I love everything I got is green. And so I love the green glasses. I have a pair of wooden green glasses. And so I think that if people, you do what you love. That's the thing. If you love what you do and you do what you love, then you can see yourself prospering in it. I just think that people, we get so caught up on the people tell you, oh, you can't do this. Well, why can I not do it? We get caught up on that. Well, I don't see you making money for that. Well, I see myself making money. You're like, I mean, okay, that may be your. That's when you got to tilt your head to the side real hard. Yeah, exactly. That may be your concept, but I see way past where I am. You know, I can't get stuck right now where I'm at. I got to see way on down the road because I don't want to work forever. I want to be able to enjoy my latter years and be good. And I can sell glasses and even in my sleep. I'm working because you go to my website, order your glasses, and it's going to send me a text that you purchase a pair of glasses, and then we'll ship them out. And then we'll get so that made it so convenient for me that I don't have to do all that. I go to my computer, hit a label, it puts off the packaging label. I slap it on the box and take it to the post office. So it's just that easy for me. They set it up. So we did some research, we did some things, and the good thing about it, they had worked with other people, so they already knew some of the glitches. Like, we tried this before. We're not gonna try it this time because it didn't work for the other person. Like we tried to do UPS. UPS was just not working with us. So we went through our friend Helene. She had a person that she worked with shipping. We went through that particular company. It's still to the post office, but it was great. It was a user-friendly site, and put it like that. If people want things that if they have to go through too many steps, they're not gonna do it. So I did something simple and easy that I could do, and the other person can do as well. And so it has been this amazing journey. I'm loving it. And I love that. I love to expand it and to do more stuff.
No, I see all of the great things, and I think that you know, sometimes we will reach out into territories that it's like, well, why didn't somebody do that before? And I think a lot of it is people not wanting to ask questions, people not wanting to ask for help, people thinking that they could just do it their way and they don't need anybody else.
Exactly.
Because what I've seen is the person will get the information and then try to cut out the person that gave them the information and not realize that that person that gave you the information already knew more than you because they gave you the information. Okay. Exactly. I mean, you know, I just got to break it down like that so people will understand. And the biggest thing is, I feel like in your industry, why don't we see more of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we should see more people because, I mean, I don't know the stats, but I know I've worn glasses since I was a kid. So, you know, why haven't we seen more Black women or men, you know, building these types of companies? And I think sometimes, you know, let's just say this. If you build a business off of things that people need, it's a necessity. It's not a question about that. They will always need to come back to you at some point in time. So the necessity is there because I need glasses. Okay, so I could go somewhere else, but you know, what if it is a little bit more? Then you spend with the person that you know, you spend with the face that looks like yours. That's what happens a lot of times. So if we do a little bit more of that, we'd have a lot more community inside of what we do. So what do you want people to know just going forward about your business? Anything you want them to know?
Yeah, I do. One of the things I posted something the other day, and I want to reframe it or rephrase it. That you cannot take someone else's blueprint if you don't know how they got to that point. So don't be a copycat. Be your authentic, true self. And you said it so. People take every day. I can give you a thought or a concept, but you don't have all the steps in it. And you can take my one concept and run with it. It's not going to work out because you don't know all the necessary components that I come up with the concept. So yeah, you can take my idea, but it's not going to work out. So be your authentic self. Go with your gut instinct. You know, if you think this is an area you want to do your research. Do your research. Find out here how many people are doing what you're doing and what has made them successful. What are they doing? Who do you need to connect with? Like I already know, I need to connect with somebody in the entertainment business, somebody in fashion. I know, so that's where I'm gearing right now to connect with people in those industries because this is an accessory for fashion, eyewear. So people are going to buy eyewear, and so you got to know where you want to go. And the other thing is, if you don't know, find somebody that does and ask for help. Help is not going to kill you for you to ask for help. I'm telling you, your brain's going to expand when you ask for help. Because the other person that you ask for help is going to be able to make you see things you couldn't see before. And that's what you've done for us. You helped us to see something that we didn't see right then at the present moment. But it opened our eyes up to much bigger things. And then we were able to add on and to do other stuff. And I want to say this for the Black community. We have got to support each other. Can I tell you, both of the individuals, the two eye shops that want my glasses, they are not African American. They're Caucasian. They're friends I went to high school with. They both are optometrists. So they have reached out to me and they want to do wholesale in their store. So they'll buy the glasses for me and sell them in their store. So I'm saying to us, we've got to support each other. We need to step our game up and support each other. That's the only way that we're going to make it in our community. Not keep each other down, but be a voice. Be a positive voice. Let me put it like that. Be a positive voice. Because there's some things about, I'm pretty sure some people have given you a feedback. Well, I didn't like such and such. Okay, I didn't like such. Okay. And you take it as a learned lesson. Or you take it and you just take it as information and move on. You know, you kind of know when they want to help you, when they really don't want to help you. So I realized that. And so just listen, don't ask for help, and don't be afraid to launch out there in the unknown, because once you get out there, somebody's going to help you. You're going to bring some other people along with you and create a team of people that you can bounce ideas off. You got to have somebody that won't steal your idea. You can bounce ideas off. They can help you through the situation, pray you through, talk you through off the ledge because you want to give up. Whatever that is, you got to make sure that you got people around you that you can glean from.
It's a village. It's a village. And, you know, that's the thing that I think is important, is that we can do a lot by ourselves. But in order for us to really grow, we have to have a team. And that's why it's just like, you know, I got my team, my new hairdresser, honey. She's just like, where you want to go, what you want to do. She was just like, I see the such and such. And I'm just like, let me tell you something. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, listen, my plan, I'm going to move overseas, and then I'm going to have you come do my hair once a month. I'm going to just fly you out, you and your husband. You come do my hair, then you go back to the States, because I ain't going to be here with Americans, right? So it's like, you can see the vision, and I think people can see the vision with you.
Yes.
You know, but let me say this about feedback before we get off. Feedback is great. But don't get so disheartened by certain feedback, because you don't know what that person is doing and or going through, or even sometimes trying to make you feel like when they give you feedback. I had this thing where I did a class, so the lady sends me the reviews after the class. Every review is like excellent, great, da-da-da. I get one review where it says that the instructor was in A. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm thinking, who in the hell is giving me a You know, because I'm sitting on my phone, so it's real little. I was like, what is going on with this internet? Girl, I go to the computer. I was like, honey, I got to open the computer. Go to the computer, open it up, right? This person didn't even attend the seminar. They talking about they didn't come to the seminar, they missed it. Why are you giving me an NA? Because you missed the seminar.
Exactly.
So it was like, and it wasn't like, it was like, was the instructor and I'm just like, okay, I understood it after that, but dude, you didn't even come to the seminar. Why did you fill out a review for something you didn't even come to? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, some feedback is poppycock, okay? Some feedback is shenanigans.
Yes.
But I think that if we listen to the feedback that people have, and then we can make those improvements, you know what I'm saying? That's how Wow What a Drink is growing. That's how Lady Specs is going to grow, because we listen. And that's how our businesses grow, when we listen and then we take action also.
Yes.
Girl. All right. So tell them where they can find you online.
Okay. So you can find me at ladyeSpecs.com. On IG, I'm lady_especs. On Facebook, I'm lady, capital E, _specs. So you can find me on those different platforms. You can find me personally on I am Dr. Erika Hendrix on IG, and then Erika H. Hendrix. I had to start a new public figure page, because my personal page is, I reached the max of 5,000.
You too popular.
Yeah. So now I'm on my second page. Go to that page, y'all. Erika H. Hendrix. I'm in green. That's my new public figure page that you can go to, because I've reached my maximum of my personal page. Don't
be on here stunt like that. You better stunt on us, girl. I've reached my limit.
Yes, I've reached my limit. And listen, I didn't know there was a limit, though. I really did.
5,000. Yeah, I had reached it, and then I deleted a whole bunch of people.
Yes.
So yeah,
I didn't know it was a limit. I just keep, It's like, you don't reach your limit. And so because I'm going in a whole different direction with my ministry, I needed to sort of
you need something. Yeah.
A whole different type of page. So that's where you can find me. And look me up on, like I said, ladyeSpecs.com. Go on there, and all my contact information, the email, everything is on there. Reach out to me, and I hope to see some of y'all on this feed. Go to my website, because the 50% sale is August the 31st. So all acetate frames 50% off. Wooden frames are $25 off. So if you want to get on the sale, come on, because you got to August 31st. We're trying to get rid of some of the inventory so I can bring some new stuff in that I want to bring out. But I want to be able to get the inventory I have. So tell your mama, your enemy, your neighbor, anybody, we have a sale. And it's evening of August 31st.
She said, tell your mama, your enemies. I've never heard anybody say that.
Yes,
girl, I'm about to start using that, girl. Tell your enemies.
Tell them all. I don't care who they are. Send them a text or email, anything. Tag them in the post.
Yes, definitely do all of that. All right. Well, Erika, thank you so much for tonight. It's been wonderful. I've learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know. And I think that the things that you said were definitely inspiring for people who are either trying to be entrepreneurs, who don't know if they want to be entrepreneurs, some people that are already established. I think that it's really good stuff and good advice for everybody. So everybody, if you're watching, once this is over, we put it inside of our Instagram stories. It'll be on Instagram TV, and then we post it again later on our YouTube channel. So this episode will come out in September on our YouTube channel, just FYI. And so we do premieres on YouTube every Friday. So Wednesdays we are over here on IG, and then on Fridays is when we go over and we post the things on to YouTube. And just FYI, let me tell everybody now too, we are probably going to shift once September gets here and start doing all of our live streams on YouTube. And that is a monetary decision. YouTube is trying to get these folks money. The folks over here, they want money. So if we have more views, if we have more subscribers, it's an automatic thing over there. So as much as I love Instagram, and Instagram is doing some things to incentivize people too, but it's just not going to be as easy, in my opinion, as being on YouTube. So once we get to September, we're going to shift everything over on Wednesdays to the good old YouTube. All right. So make sure, guess what, that you always show up and show out, and that you give it to the people. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.